My name is Darth Slone, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, we're going to be more focused on real life hunting. Not so much Call of the Wild, but what we have actually captured in real life on our trail cameras. These are coming from different locations, as you'll see. Some of the dates time stamped on some of these trail cam pictures are dating all the way back to 2012. Now, I only started deer hunting in 2007. My brother in law talked me into starting deer hunting. We started off a little rough. We went out that morning. I had to borrow a muzzle loader. We were hunting in Virginia. I didn't think that I would like deer hunting. I was kind of raised on rabbit hunting and squirrel hunting. Back then, when I was growing up, there weren't a lot of deer in my county. And now, they're thriving, but back then there just wasn't. Everybody went out west, the western side of Kentucky, to go deer hunting. And my brother-in-law talked me into it. Talked me into going hunting in Virginia, where you're allowed to kill 2 bucks. And I didn't own a gun, so I started. I didn't own a deer hunting gun. I owned other guns for squirrel and rabbit and things like that. But I borrowed a muzzle loader, and since he has given me that muzzle loader, so it's very sentimental to me. We went out that morning. I think we scared off 7 deer right off the bat, and I was really hating deer hunting. I was like, I just don't like this. Kind of got mad, and I sat down on a tree stump right in the middle of a field. I just gave up. I was like, well, because he was hunting on down from me. I said, I'm just going to sit here and I'm done with this. And out stepped a buck into the road. I shot it with the muzzle loader, found it, 5 point buck, nothing big, but that hooked me right off the bat. And I've been hooked on deer hunting ever since. As it went on, 2009, I think I killed my biggest buck to date, a nice 8 pointer. And then in 2011, I killed a decent one, not quite as big, and I've killed a few more, similar size and coyotes and things like that. But the deer that we're going to see here today are just the biggest that I've found on my trail cameras that I have actually set out and hunted. I've seen bigger trail cam pics from other people, but these are the places that I have hunted in the past. And we're going to start out with a day that was a really, really good day for my trail camera. Back August 6th, 2012. Let's have a look at this guy. We've got two very nice deer here that we can see in the picture. I'm pretty sure there are several just off screen because this day, I mean, there were several bucks that were just running around together, and this is August 6th. It's about a month before bow season comes in. So at this point, I was feeling pretty good about my location because I was deer hunting, bow hunting to where I could see this really good. This was about 30 yards, about a 30-yard shot had it been season at the time. I had me a little shooting lane cleared out, ready for this. I was so pumped. And just like many seasons that I've had this happen, coming in up until about a month before bow season, then poof, their pattern changes. I don't know if it's they start eating something else or what, but I had one of those trophy rocks sitting out here, and they came to that thing. They loved it. But then when it got to September, they found something else to go munch on, and I never saw them again. So it was a pretty disheartening season. Let's go on to the next picture. You can see again just a few minutes later, or actually 1 minute later, in this picture. That is two very nice deer. You can see how wide and tall the one on the left is, the other one with his head down, and they're in velvet. You can see, especially the one on the right is in. Love to get me a velvet buck, but that's August 6th. Still, just a minute later, and here's another one. Like 10 minutes later, that might be one of the ones that we were just looking at. I'm not really for sure. Nicknamed that one Slingshot. He was on my hit list actually. I put together a hit list of deer in 2012, and I'm pretty sure I saw those deer on August 6th actually. on that year. And here's another, that's Slingshot with his head turned. I believe that's Boxman to the left. I nicknamed him Boxman. And look at those muscles. I mean, that's a good mature buck right there. Yeah, that's definitely Boxman. Look how much past his ears there that the antlers go kind of out and then up. And that's why I called him Boxman, because he's almost got that 90-degree angle turn going up right there. Very nice deer. August the 6th again, 2:03 a.m. in the morning. This was nocturnal bucks. But that's the thing about the rut. If you get them in the rut, you've got them. They lose their mind when it comes rut time. All right, here they are running again. I think that's Slingshot on the left. That might be Boxman. But if you look back behind, you see another set of eyes, and I'm pretty sure I zoomed in on that, and that is another buck. So we just had a little pack of bucks. They're best buds, they're running around, and then when it starts getting a little closer to the rut, you start seeing them fighting and things. They don't want to be around each other then. It becomes a competition. They're like, okay, let's help each other go find the ladies. But once we find the ladies, you on your own, bud. And they'll run each other off. This is just a cool picture. Look there. There's another deer, and that's again August the 6th, 2:07 a.m. On this one, you can see a deer behind the other one, right through the antlers there. I think that's a pretty neat picture. Some of these pictures I put in here, not so much. Some of them aren't even of deer, but some of these pictures I've put in here just because they're cool looking. Let's go on over to the next one. I've been really trying, baby. That's a funny one there. Oh yeah, I forgot. Family friendly, right? But I mean, birds and the bees and all that jazz. The deer got to get here somehow, right? Nice rack. Too much. Talking about the meal. That borderline. All right, we're good. Let's go on to the next one. We got. I think that might be Skyscraper again, but a little later in the year, August the 21st. So at this point, I'm thinking, oh man, just a few more days before bow season. That's actually like less than 2 weeks before bow season comes in. At this point, I'm feeling we're going to get us one. We're going to get us one opening day of bow season. I was really pumped at that time. But I think that was the last of those bucks that was running around together that I ever saw. I don't think I ever saw them again after that, back in 2012. That was a good year to start out. I remember how excited I was, but I never did get any of those. Now, this, I want to say, yep, this is November 14th, 2014. I had bought my property in Greenup at that time, and that was a nice buck that was running around on my property there. It was one of my, I had 8 tree stands. I had like 8 trail cameras out. Just sold that property to my neighbors that live down there. It was just too much for us, 2 hours away to get to, but I love that place. If I could hit a button and just be teleported there, I had a very nice cabin set up there. Hunter's dream. I mean, it was a hunter's dream. It just got to where it was too much for us to keep up with, and working and things. It's hard to get down there, but uh, that was a nice buck running around on that property. And here, the first sighting of the biggest buck that I've ever seen. Biggest buck that I've ever seen a trail camera picture of. And he's in velvet here. You're going to see some more pictures of him. I've got some pictures of him 2016, and I've got some more in 2017. Got another picture of him. So I know he was alive in 2017, but after that, I never got another picture of him. So I imagine someone killed him, or Blue Tongue got him, or something, but he is a 16 point. 16 point. Just wait until you see some of these other pictures of him. Now, here is that same year, July 24th, 16. That's not him. That's another buck. So this was another good year. 2016 was another good year for a buck, but of course, didn't get any of the big ones. Ended up killing. I think I killed a buck that year, but it wasn't the one I was after. But here he is again, not in velvet, and this is September the 17th of 2016, and it's like I've got pictures of him from different angles. Every one of his tines has another kicker that sticks out on them. It's crazy. It's like he's an 8 point, but everyone have like a inch or 2 inch kicker that sticks out on them. It's crazy. He had a crazy rack. Here he is again in velvet. The following year, on July 1 of 2017. I think that might be the actual last picture that I have of him. Nope. Here we go. Here we go. August the 14th, 2017. That is the last picture that I had of him, and he was an absolute brute. I was hoping that where he survived at least a year there, once I saw him, I was hoping that he impregnated every doe I had. That's what I beauty of a buck running around. Never did. I don't know who killed him, if they did, or if he died of an old age, or is he still roaming? Is he still roaming around? I don't know. Here is a couple of bucks fighting in the snow. They're standing up and sparring with each other here. And this is January 13th of 2018, which is kind of weird because normally at that time of year I've got my cameras down, but that year I left them up for a while. Wanted to keep feeding them, you know. Here's a picture of a coyote. A big coyote, and very good quality picture for a trail camera picture. You know, you can see the clarity, the definition, the eyes. Just thought it was a cool picture. Good clear picture for a trail camera. Most trail camera pictures are a little blurry, just not good quality. But I thought that picture turned out really well. That can cause issues hunting, so I kill those anytime I see them. And then here, it's always cool when you can see a couple bucks fighting. You know, here they are going at it, and to catch that on camera, that was pretty neat. I watched a couple of deer fight one time in Salt Fork Lake, Ohio. Just driving around, we heard them. Had the windows down, we heard them, and we stopped, and we actually watched them fight. And here we have just another close up pic. Coming right at us there, right up in the camera. That's always interesting when you get those. But if any of you have any cool trail cam pictures, put them in my Discord. My Discord will be linked in the description at the bottom of the video. I've got an IRL hunting channel in there for those types of things. If you have those pictures, and if you enjoy this type of video, I'm going to be documenting my new shooting box that I'm getting ready to put up on the top of the hill, and documenting my hunting setup going forward for my real life stuff, and keep you all involved. And I'm going to try to film some hunts this year. Tried last year, but none of them really worked out. I just didn't see a lot of deer last year. Had some unlucky weather and things like that. But these are some, I scraped together all the good trail cam footage that I had. I've got several pictures that I deleted that I wish I could have found, but these are the ones I was able to find, and we'll leave you with my hit list from 2012. I took my 4 biggest deer, put them on a picture, and I used to look at that picture every day. I was like, and drool over it. I'm going to get you. But if you like this type of video, please drop a comment, like, and thank you so much. Share it, watch it again, put it on loop, you know. Let me see your pics in Discord, and we will catch you next time.